Hello, everybody, and this is the class video for Wednesday, November 24th. So this is the day that we are going to be looking at the exploratory essay outcome, how you did on that assignment, and how to transform that assignment into the research paper. So we also have a couple of small things that are due this week, and we are going to be looking at the new outline, which is really just a redraft of the outline of your exploratory essay. So what you're going to be doing is adding one more source and one more section to that outline. So let's take a look at the assignment that we've got coming up, just the one for tonight and the outline one. I'm going to go into screen sharing and show you guys where we're at with that. So if we go to our class and we go to content in Blackboard, we're going to scroll down to the Unit 3 folder. Opening up the Unit 3 folder, we can see that we have a few things here at the bottom that are due. Now, the navigating genres assignment, this one is due tonight, and it is really very short. This is the upload prompt to that. And I'm just going to rearrange these a little bit because it makes more sense logically, right? So the navigating genres exercise, we're going to look at this one first. So this is a 2-page reading about why we practice writing in different styles for different situations. So in this reading, the author, Michael Bunn, discusses examples of different writing genres. And each one of these genres requires a different writing style, either formal or informal, either academic or popular, communicative, practical, or expressive, all of these different types of writing. And then it has some practical tips here for what to ask yourself before you begin writing. So the tips are all in these bullet points here, and it's all about preparing to write by thinking about your audience and your purpose and the situation that you're going to be writing for. Okay, so in this case, we are going to be thinking about these things in preparation for writing the research paper. It's the final assignment in the class, and so there is a fill in the blank exercise here at the bottom. And this is all about your research paper. So I'm just going to read this part out loud. Michael Bunn writes that knowing how to write in different genres helps you to be more successful in life. So he offers an example. And the example is a letter that he wrote to his credit card company to remove a late fee, or an email. Now that would be an example of writing for a practical communication. And then it asks, can you think of 3 other examples of different writing genres and their purposes? List them below. So you can think of any situation in which you might write something, maybe an email, a social media post, an assignment for a class, writing a cover letter for a job interview, anything like that, right? So it's a very broad range. You know, what is the writing genre and what is its useful purpose? And then number 2, this is all about thinking about the research paper. So Michael Bunn tells us that before we begin a writing task, we need to consider not only the form, but the audience, the purpose, and the genre. So you're about to start writing the research paper. So ask and answer the following questions. Who is your audience for the research paper? What's your purpose? What's the genre? Is it formal or informal, academic or personal? Right? So this is this shouldn't take you longer than an hour, right? So this is a pretty quick little assignment, but the things that you are going to be thinking about here are important. So just to give you an example of why it's important, frequently I have to make the comment on student essays that the tone that they wrote the essay in doesn't really fit the assignment, right? So you don't want to use the same tone, for example, in a discussion board post as you use in an academic essay. So this is, and you don't want to use the same tone in a text message as you do in an email to your professor, for example. All of these things require different writing levels of formality and tone. So this can actually help you to avoid striking the wrong tone by thinking about your audience before you even start to write. So it's helpful. So it's a quick little assignment, but there's a lot of useful information in it. So now the next thing that is due, and this one is due Monday before midnight. So this is for once you have uploaded this, we are going to be uploading a new outline and references page for the research paper here. Now, the thing to remember is that you can upload the same outline as you did in the outline template assignment. So if you remember, that outline template assignment is in the Unit 2 folder. So let me just find it here. All right, so you already did this for your exploratory essay. So building on what you already did for your exploratory essay, you are going to add one more source and you're going to add one more section about how you're going to use that source. That's the idea. Now, if you're not sure what you're going to quote from that source, that's okay. If you're not sure what you're going to summarize from that source yet, that's also okay. What I want is by Monday, I want to see that you have an added source, right? So that you've got one more outside source for your paper, and that you, I want to see in your section why you chose that source. What is it in that article that you think will be useful for your research paper? Okay, so it doesn't have to be, I don't have to see what you're going to quote, I don't have to see what you're going to summarize, but I do want to see, you know, another section added to your outline that tells me how you're going to use that source or why you chose that source. Okay, so you know, tell me from, for example, let's say you chose an article from BBC News. From BBC News, I want to focus on the information it has on vaccine hesitancy, right? That's all you need to say. You don't need to tell me what you're going to quote yet. You're going to make that decision later. So that's about all we've got for this week. So going back to content one more time, it's all in the Unit 3 folder. Okay, and so you already submitted that outline template. You should have it. You should have a copy of it in your own records, or if not, it'll be in the Grade Center, in the Blackboard Grade Center, and you're just going to use that as the basis for the new outline. Same thing with the works cited page. You're going to use your same works cited page. You're just going to add one more source to it. So that's the idea for Monday. But between now and then, it's this quickie assignment, navigating genres. So that's it for this week. Sorry about the delay. There's a lot of stuff going on. I've got an illness in the family and had to be at the hospital this morning. So I meant to upload this earlier, but just there's too many things going on. So please, everybody, have a great Thanksgiving, have a great weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday.